So just want to go into a brief thing that I think we all get to do at some point in our lives, and that's to clear space. And I don't know about you, but for me, a lot of times clearing things out that no longer serve in life and just in general can be a difficult process. And I realized that recently when I was cleaning out my mom's old clothes from her house, some clothes that had been in the basement for a long time, and it had been something that I had avoided just for the things that were around it, just like the memories and things. But what came up for me as I was working with my sister and I was clearing out the clothes, and I noticed that as I was clearing out that space, I started recognizing different clothes that my mom used to wear, and it started bringing up. It was as if it brought up conversations that I was having with her when she was in those outfits, and they were mostly conversations around, be humble, don't make too much of a scene, don't be too outspoken. Don't stand out too much, but still bring your light, but don't make other people feel small. So, just be humble with it, but do what you got to do. So I mean, like, not those messages verbatim, but like that's the way I received them. So when I was getting rid of when we were getting rid of her clothes, it was like those messages were coming up, and it was like they were slowly being released from my energy. And the thing that was really interesting was that at the time there were some people doing work in the yard. And if you follow my Facebook videos before, I'm a big fan of my fig tree in the yard. I feel like that's a portal to my mom. And this cat freaking cut some of it, thinking it was a weed. And I wanted to flip out on this motherfucker, man. Like, yo, did you just cut that shit? Like, does that look like a weed to you? And I started getting really freaking angry and upset because it was like I was already giving up a piece of my mom physically, letting that energy go, clearing that space. And then this jabroni cuts the freaking fig tree, and it was like more of a loss. But then when I got to settle into that emotion, especially and I recognized clearing space can have an emotional tone to it where we're letting go of a lot of safety. We're letting go of the things that are. And as I started to really process the anger that was pulsing through me, I recognized that that anger was covering sadness. Because I had relied on that fig tree to be a connection to my mom. In reality, I've always had a connection to my mom that's beyond anything physical. However, when I learned, or what I observed from that activity of clearing space, is that we get to release energy when we clear space in whatever environment that we're in, whether it's clearing spaces in regards to relationships, being a minimalist in regards to things that you have in your own home, possessions that you have. There's things that we get to let go of energetically around material items, or around releasing or clearing things. And when we get to do that, we get to release the energy that was aligned to that thing. And, not saying it's good or bad, it just is. And when it's like, if you think about it, if you're holding on to something so tight, how are you going to be able to grasp for anything else? If you're holding so freaking tight, how can I grab for anything else? When we clear, we release our hold on something, and now we can grasp for something else. Or we can not even grasp for dear life, but like hold something else to experience another experience. And so that was the lesson. That was a big takeaway for me. I mean, like, it was emotional, man. And I mean, there was a point where I even found a suit that she wore to my wedding and one of my other brother's weddings. And I got really choked up. I got really freaking choked up, man, because it's like I can remember her at my wedding wearing this dress. And it was a beautiful thing because my sister and I, we saved that last piece and we saged it. We sent it off by the fig tree in a right way. And it was powerful because it was symbolic of clearing an energy. And when we clear it, a lot of times we can, and just for the last piece, when we clear energy, we can be like, I'm going to just ram and just get away. Get everything out of my realm. And I'm asking that if you do have the opportunity to clear something in your life, you do it with a sense of it being sacred, a sense of reverence, a sense of of honor and service to whatever was in your space, whatever was in your space. You're giving it. You're thanking it for its service for you, for the experience that it was in your life. And in this case, clearing my mom's materials was an opportunity to really honor her in the space that she had in my life, and recognize that like I don't have to hold on to a piece of her that existed. Like I can embrace something more in my relationship with her being in spirit. So I want to give that piece. Overall, clear your shit. Clear your shit. Because chances are it's clearing energy, and it's going to release and give you an opportunity to be able to release something and then grab onto something new in your life. So hope you enjoyed the message, and hope it resonated. If it did, really let it settle in and really take it in. And you know, if you want to share this, whether it's just talking it or sharing the video, but clear your space and hold it as sacred. All right. Have a great night, and be well.